And when the men start talking about different penis sizes, you think I rush away and blush and cry and run away? No, I sit there like, hello, what are you talking about?
Hello, everybody. How are
Good
you?
evening.
Woo! Nice to see you all this evening.
Joe, sometimes
I
I
can't
think you
see
don't
you,
know how to answer me.
but you can see me. I do not know how to answer
No. Why can't I hear you well? Is it from me?
that. I'm right in front
Oh,
of
that sounds better.
you. Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know. I guess it was me. I don't know how, but it was. But hey, now you can hear me.
Now I can hear you.
So how
I
is
don't
everybody
feel deaf
today?
anymore. Okay.
Oh,
Um, I am not well. I've been sick since yesterday. I haven't been sick in ages. I don't have particularly great stomach, but uh, because I just never did have a strong stomach. Like something, well, I did. I used to love hot foods, and then all of a sudden couldn't do it anymore. And but now I feel like I got some kind of bug, and it's like on and off, really on more than off. So I'm gonna try to get through this. It's important. Um, when Joe forgets things, that means it's time to rehash old news. Old, not news, but like what was he forgot about Willowbrook, which is Staten Island College.
yeah.
The this is he didn't get, okay, so the problem is it was called, I think it was called Richmond College. Richmond College before Gene Simmons made it a known college. He went there. And but it's not the same. That was by like the ferry. And then when Willowbrook had been uncovered, years later, they moved the college to Willowbrook. Okay, so Geraldo uncovered it. And then the Stanley Kubrick thing. I think we found out some interesting things just by even
No
me.
kidding.
But did any of you guys know that Stanley Kubrick did a movie called Lolita? Because I sure didn't. And I just asked Joe to list some of the movies because I was looking for Doctor Strangelove in particular, 2001, Eyes Wide Shut. What did he do? There was a couple that surprised you. Oh, he did Clockwork Orange.
Mm-hmm.
These were all movies to wake us up. I mean, all of them.
Yeah,
They're
they were.
sadistic, disgusting. He wasn't like that. Like if you watch Doctor Strangelove, it's he's yeah. I've have some kind of video about it where it explains back then they wanted to put fluoride in our water to hurt our children. That's exactly how it's explained in the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Is it just shiny? Wide eyes wide shut?
Eyes Wide Shut, The Shining. Eyes Wide Shut, I believe. I never watched the whole thing. I couldn't. I hate Tom Cruise. I always thought he was a little wussy boy. He liked it up the ass, and he always did, and he still does. And God knows he was used and
Mhm.
abused as a child, and then he probably used and abused little boys and whatever else later, right? I don't know. Poor Katie Holmes, maybe she got away from it. I don't know. I don't know if she was good or bad either. Who the fuck knows what these people know? But he belongs to Scientology, I believe.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
that's what's his name? Another author, right? What's up with these people? But Stanley definitely was trying to tell us stuff. That and it all came about because you mentioned Hal for some reason.
Yeah, the Space Odyssey.
Dave,
Dave, who was he
don't
talking to? Who was Hal
don't
talking
touch
to?
that, Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Dave?
It's not
Dave.
like when you don't have evil in control, right? Okay, let's
Yeah,
just. Did you share, by the way?
I did. Oh, I
Get
did.
out.
Boy,
Um,
did, ma'am.
this
Boy, it was fast. Fast as
you are
hell.
indeed. You are indeed fast. Um, I'm so feeling just like shit.
You,
I'm sorry. No, we have a number if people want to come in. Otherwise. Do you want me to put up the number, Joe, if you want to talk about the news? It's going to take me like 2 hours because my
Yeah,
head feels like it's in my stomach and my stomach
yeah,
feels
I can
in
put
my
it up there
neck.
too.
It's the
Doesn't
fucking devil. The devil does not want this shit out. I'm telling you right now. I have never been religious, but
Here, I'll put it in the
they're
send you.
getting us. They're trying to get us. This is life should not be this bad. I mean, for fuck's sake, I eat blueberries and strawberries and fucking raspberries and exercise. I shouldn't be getting sick. I don't know. Either way, it's all from them. That's the way I see it. Either way, it's all from them. These viruses and stuff. I mean,
Hmm?
we came a long way from putting like dried mud on us and wrapping our legs in leaves if we got some kind of infection, to taking fucking pills. Everything is a pill, 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 pill. Let's push the pills. The doctors make $15 every pill you take. They don't tell you that, right? They don't tell
Mm-mm.
you med
But they
school is so
do.
fucking expensive. You're paying it off until you're like dead.
No,
So
that's
that's
how
why
they
they
pay it
have to
off.
cheat you.
And that's how they pay it off by.
That's exactly it. What comes around goes around.
That's right.
Well, they
By
think they're doing
recommending.
good anyhow because they're indoctrinated with this shit. Instead of figuring out yours, well, let's
Mm.
push a pill.
There you go. It's
I
already in
have
there.
always hated that. You're right, Joe. I should be drinking tea. Uh,
It's better on your
anyhow,
tummy.
anywho,
It's better on your tummy.
it's the bad around the tummy. I shouldn't be. I don't know.
So there you go.
All right. You want to start off with the news? I'm going to share a little bit. Did you send to Mama Helen?
I did.
You know, I hope I can make it. I hope I can make it through because this has to be a long one. Um, I'd really like people to come in, and usually it's a waiting game because they don't know what time we're coming on. And I did tell a few people that I was sick, and usually we do come on either today or like last night, we should have, but
Well,
damn it,
we could we could start with New York City's Adams, the mayor, or you
Pennywise,
know, Adams. He's supporting Daniel Penny.
Pennywise.
Yeah. He's
So
well,
tell
Penny.
them who Daniel Penny is for the people who have
That
forgotten.
Penny. Yeah, Penny's that ex-Marine that he subdued the crazy man on the subway that was threatening to hurt and even kill some people. I don't know if he did anything, but he was threatening and it was getting a little bit out of hand. So that guy and with the help of some of the other passengers, they subdued the guy, but mostly he was holding him. And then when he like went limp, Penny let go of him. She's just trying to hold him until until the authorities could get there so that the guy wouldn't hurt anybody. That's all he was doing. The guy died from something else. It's in the medical journals that he
This
died from
reminds me of what
something else.
happened to Floyd, no? Doesn't it ring
Yeah.
a bell? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's they're it's part of their it's I don't know why they're doing this stuff. This
I
leftist.
would have hurt more people if he wasn't put to the floor. And that's just the way it is. And if the guy
Right.
died, there's tons of witnesses. This should not be. I don't understand why justice takes fucking so long. You're taking people's money, people's time, making other people rich and wealthy and popular. It's
Yes.
ridiculous. Get this over with. This man deserves to go home, be freed, no problems, blah, blah. He saved people on that train. Everybody fucking well knows it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you know what? That brings up
Oh,
that one. There's some, that the relief for Helene, that it
yeah.
went into their legislator in that state that it happened. I read this the other day, but it was the bill to help the people for the third time
In Florida.
it was denied. Where Helene went, it was in
It's
Virginia,
Florida.
where it just did all that
No,
destruction.
didn't Milton go off course?
I thought it was Helene that did all the destruction up north in Virginia. It was up farther. Remember, it hit Florida. It didn't do anything
I'm
except
not
for,
feeling well, so
and
please.
it didn't even rain in
You see, I thought that was Milton. That it went past Florida, right? It went past Gainesville and
oh,
kept going
Helene was
north.
with the FEMA relief, right? Wasn't it?
FEMA didn't help nobody.
FEMA didn't help nobody because they
Florida
gave all
didn't
that
get it
money
too
to the
bad.
illegal
Helene,
aliens.
Helene didn't
Yeah.
do, it doesn't matter,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I heard. That's what I saw. But anyway,
Oh my God, what the hell is that? What are you? What creation of man? Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Sorry, go on.
okay. Yeah, I was the next thing is that a
Facebook shit.
Democrat lawmaker has joined the Republican-led Doge, the DODGE, that's led by who is it? Vivek Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy, yeah.
Uh, and they're gonna he wants to make it a true um, bipartisan committee because he thinks that the Secret Service should actually be separated from the the Home Security, Homeland Security. They should be and be an entity on their own and be accountable to the president themselves.
Everything should be.
Right.
Government should not have control of anything.
Exactly. Government should not have control. They should
Mm.
not be in control of our lives the way they are.
Mm.
It's too much. There was something I wanted to say something about that. It's gonna jog my memory here pretty soon, but I wanted to say something about something. Oh, this thing that with um Hunter Biden and Joe Biden pardoning him, and they're saying for 10 years, going back 10 years, he's only he's protecting himself and Obama and all. You know what? You know who Joe Biden is protecting? Joe Biden is protecting all those who are involved in all this filth that they've been doing, no matter if they're Republican or Democrat, because both sides have been involved. Both sides, not
And
just one.
what would I say to all that?
Yet you know that it's true. Both sides are involved. They're all involved. That's
It's oh, I feel so bad. Ugh. I'm gonna try to get through this. The devil will not have any part of me. Um, this is to all wake up the masses, right? George Carlin was right. Who else was right? Weren't we talking about that earlier?
yes, we were. Of course,
Sandy Hoover.
George Carlin was so right. I'm surprised they didn't get him because that's what his
Well, who
comedy
said
was
they
all
didn't,
about.
babe? Who said they didn't?
Yeah, true.
You know, it's very the cancers we were talking about.
Yeah,
Michael
why do we have so
Landon.
much crap in our foods? Why do we have so much?
Yeah, and it's not very
Yeah.
hard to inject something into somebody well known from
Mhm.
somebody else well known into their foods. They eat enough of it, and that's it. They fucking die of cancer. Patrick Swayze, Michael Landon, and I believe George Carlin. And I believe it was all pancreatic cancer.
Mm.
And I believe that those three were, see, they're allowed to tell if they're part of the Illuminati. I think George was a smart man. He was probably asked many a time, and he was just like, "No, I don't want to have anything to do." Or he saw it. He may have witnessed some of it,
Mhm.
you
Could
know.
have.
Some of them did. Mel Gibson they all had to have known, right? Corey Feldman's, the Corey, they all some of them had to all know for to a degree. These poor people, some of them just grew up in hell. Anderson Cooper. If you look at that bathtub, and it's not a bathtub, it's a pool. I think it has small tiles. Maybe that's why I was calling it bathtub. I don't know, but it's Anderson Cooper as a young child, and he's uh, roped behind his back. His hands are
Oh,
tied
I
behind.
remember that. God, that just
There's
ripped you off the
more to
memory.
that. I never showed the rest of the fucking pool. And this is on Google Images,
Yeah.
folks. I'm not telling you something you can't look up yourselves.
Mhm.
It might take you a minute to find it because, well, obviously it's not going to come up right away. But if you put in Anderson Cooper or Vanderbilt's pool or indoor, it looked like an indoor pool or parts of her house or shit, or it will come up
Mhm. It does. It
and you'll
comes up.
see the most disgusting crap. How is this even allowed to be tiled? Who was the artist who paid for it? Who let it happen? Who swam in that pool? Don't tell. And the good guys put it up. They had to have. And they've been up for years. I can absolutely double check my phone. I guarantee I've had it as a photo in my phone for 7, 8, 9 years. Has to be. 6 at the least, I guess. No, I was definitely in Palm Coast. Been here about 6 years, I think. Anyhow, see, I get very
Anyways.
emotional.
Anyway.
Get emotional.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, people. That's why the libtards are bothering the crap out of me. They can't even see what the fuck is in front of their faces. I am so proud of the little group we have here and my other groups. My other two groups in Facebook, which everybody helps me with. Thank God for you guys. Um, but when you see 400 or 500 likes in our little group about pedophilia
Hmm.
or the illegals, um, and they're killing murderous felonies and sprees and whatever else, and people just get the gist of that. And what were we talking about? The
Yeah.
opioids
Yeah.
earlier. This shit shouldn't be allowed in this. When we're talking about the border and the safety of this country, we are also talking about the drugs.
Hmm.
All right. And
Without
two,
that border being closed, they're not going to be able to control the flow.
right. The
Gotta close it.
cartels will die. Well, the business is all going to die because nobody. Okay, so we have shown to us that there's drugs in the White House and there's drugs in the Captain something. I don't remember where they found the second. I don't remember. Wasn't it like something the police station or something? It was something weird the second time they found the dope. But
Yeah.
it's
It's in a
not going
little
to happen
cubby,
in
wasn't it?
Trump's White House. And I hope to God Trump's White House is not in the White House. That place is soiled, disgusting, dirty, perverted, disgraced. And I'm not just talking about the last 4 years. Now, I remember hearing
It needs help.
a few years back they were thinking of Texas, they were thinking of Florida to have a new White House or a new, doesn't have to be the White House, does it? There's nowhere in the Constitution says you have to run shit from the White House.
No, doesn't say
No,
that. No.
no, right?
What do
So,
we need? Why did they even make Washington, D.C.?
uh, what do you think?
There you go.
I know why they made it. Why do you think they made it?
So that they're center of power, so that they could be on a seat,
Ironically, on a swamp too, right?
on a sword, right there in the middle. Their high heaven, their high seat, right in the middle,
Um,
right in the middle of everything. Is this where it's
I
supposed
believe,
to be, where it doesn't have no laws or what? It's not a state.
right. That's correct. It's an
It's
entity of
all
its
unto its
own.
own.
It's an embassy, an entity of its own, just like the
Right.
Vatican, just like Windsor, just like I don't know. There's like I think I thought there was only like 5 or 10, but somebody
Mhm.
said it doesn't. There could be. Who the fuck knows? These places are
Why
all
do
over
they
the
need
place.
it?
These
Why do
places
they
are all
even
over the
need it?
place. Listen to me. That's how great I feel, guys, but I'm still trying. I'm still trying. Please pray for me because I'm really sick of being sick. I'm not I'm not one to usually get sick. It's just I really do. I feel like somebody's trying to stop me. Does that sound weird? Anything I say sounds weird.
Devil, maybe.
If I buy Greenland, you'll be surrounded. Oh God, I gotta take that. It's Trump talking to
Yes,
Jeanette.
Helen, we are live. If you want to come in, you can.
Wait till you guys see this meme. Clever, 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 clever.
Mhm.
That makes sense. That makes sense, actually.
He tastes funny. I don't like the way it tastes.
Yeah, you see, I said that we might have to wait a little while for people to show up.
Mm.
Um, and I'm so sorry I feel like this. But
It's okay. Happens. It's not like you're gonna feel good every single day of your life. Come on. What are you reading?
God, I love Judge Janine. She's on fire. I did not watch this, so I'm not sure what this person is talking about. This isn't a Melania group. I like this group.
You
It would be nice to know what she's talking about.
Fannie Willis was dealt a blow today. The one of the guys in the uh, two defendants in the massive YSL trial. That remember
Yes,
that one trial I was watching where
yes.
the judge told the one guy to shut up. Who told you that you could listen in and everything? Who told you I was having a meeting without you? Fucking crooked ass motherfucker. And that one, the both the defendants were, all the charges were dropped except for the charge of a felon that had a handgun. So that's the only one he has to face. That's the only one he's guilty of. All the other charges were dropped. She's batting 1,000. She is losing on every front. She's a terrible prosecutor.
Oh, God.
She sold herself to the Democrat side, to the Democratic
And that's what
political
happened.
bullcrap, where they made political lawfare, and political lawfare just didn't work, did it? Did it, Democrats? You hurt yourself. And you know what? All this shit proves one
That's
thing. It proves one thing. And I've been saying it for years and years, ever since I was in high school, when I said, "What? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me." And that was Watergate. I knew I was right. I
You've
knew
said that to me
Richard Nixon.
before, and
Richard Nixon was an innocent man. He was
yeah,
not a bad man. He busted them and he tried to cover himself because he knew they knew what he knew, and he tried to fucking cover himself so that they couldn't blackmail him. I know
Yeah.
that's what he was doing. And they fucked him anyways. I know he was a good man. Because he pulled us out. Richard Nixon pulled us out of Vietnam.
Yeah, I don't know how Richard got in. Maybe they
He
thought he would be easy to cooperate or to manipulate,
and he wasn't, man. He was his own man, and he thought that
which
the
makes me
other
think they didn't
president,
have that much power
yeah,
at that time. But
the president was supposed to have more, and he didn't think, and they didn't give him the power he wanted, and he thought that he should have. They took power from him because they were already in charge.
yeah,
At that time, you were just a figurehead as president, as all presidents have been until Trump, because Trump is now busting them out. He's busting them out. He's he's already hit the ground running. People are already backing down and they're afraid of him because they know he means business. Business is business. And this is how you do business. You do business by being firm and stern.
oh, is that how it's done?
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. Look, I have this product here. Do you want to buy it? I've made it really good. It's a great product. It does this, this, and this. Look, I'm offering it to you. That's what it's all about. And it's either, yes, I'd like to purchase that, or no, I wouldn't. If you don't want to, walk on.
That
Swear,
doesn't seem like, okay. All right. I thought Helen was coming on.
she just asked if it was long.
Maybe she doesn't want to come on live. But usually she does. Is she in the chat? I can't.
Yeah,
I'm working on a couple of things, of course, because I couldn't get shit done earlier. Man, I just had started stuff and then boom, it hit me. And it was not pretty. It was not pretty, my friends.
no, it wasn't.
President Joe Biden was under pressure from inside the family, specifically from First Lady Jill Biden, to pardon his son, Hunter Biden, according to CNN reporter Jeff Zeleny.
I agree, man.
It's so funny to me. It's just all too funny. Sorry. Oh, look, I've been invited to Trump's inauguration. That's another funny. Thank you. Congratulations. You're invited to Trump's inauguration. Confirmed tickets 47.donaldjtrump.com. Enter CKTD.
Yeah, clean
Uh,
all this crap out, man. Look at this. We have another illegal alien accused of shipping weapons, a Chinese national. He
oh
came
God.
here in 2012 on a work visa and never left. Okay. So he what he was doing was he was shipping weapons from California to Hong Kong.
Right.
And then from Hong Kong they would go up to North Korea. So that means our weapons are on both sides of the war because Korea is in the war with fighting against Ukraine. They have soldiers.
How long has he been doing this?
Well, he came here in 2012, so they just arrested him now. He was doing it from Long Beach. Over 50,000 rounds of ammo. Well, he did 12, never left. I don't know if he started in 2012, but hey, I don't doubt it because that's just how they are, man.
Hmm.
He's been sentenced to 20 years in prison, in a federal prison. So it says right here, when and his co-conspirators allegedly exported shipments of firearms and ammunition to North Korea by concealing the items inside shipping containers that were shipped from Long Beach through Hong
Um,
Kong to North Korea.
I'm just curious, did they say what kind of like did they give a name on the shipping containers?
Uh-uh.
Like Evergreen, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm
I
sorry
know,
if this is
right?
such a slow show. I have no oomph in me.
Doesn't say.
Uh, that's all right. I'm just curious. We'll find that. Well, everything comes out eventually. I still say that conspiracists believe or conspiracy. It's not conspiracy, man. There's maybe a handful that I'm not sure about myself. Flat Earth being one of them. And a couple other ones, but most of the
Overstaying his
shit
student
is
visa.
real. When Trump says that he believes there could be aliens, there's aliens out there somewhere else, then we have to open up our ears and our eyes
Mhm.
because he knows something we don't know, which is usually the case with most presidents, right? And other people. Oh, tell me about the woman in Ohio. Was it a woman?
Yes, it was. A national embarrassment. Oh my gosh. An Ohio woman, no doubt, was sentenced to a year in jail for killing and eating a cat. Gee, Trump is so wrong in everything. That bad man. I guess he wasn't wrong, was he? After all,
Where was she from, you said?
Ohio.
No. Didn't you tell me she was Haitian?
Oh, yes, that's right. She is a Haitian woman. Sorry, she's a Haitian woman. But
Kind of
Tessa
weird now.
ate the cat in Ohio. So
I don't understand why this shit's going on. Like this doesn't all right. So either there's some
not
kind
a
of
liar.
drug out, huh?
Okay. He's not a liar. Trump is not a liar.
No, it's not that. It's just why.
I don't know. I don't
Okay. The only thing I can reference it to is people don't eat cat. We're not, I mean, they don't, really, they don't. You hear these things. I'm,
know.
I'm
Chinese
sure there
do.
are people that are starving that would. But I mean, if they're starving in China, why are they going in the fields picking out grass to eat instead of baking cats
And
that are a
bugs.
dime a
And
dozen?
and bugs too.
Right. Bugs are nutritious too, right? I mean, there's other things. Why aren't they fishing for fuck's sake? There's water all
They
over
do.
the.
They do, and they do a lot of fishing in China. I see the videos
Yeah,
on
some
Facebook all
things
the time.
just they don't have,
Some's
yeah, I
not
got my
right.
big I just realized I have like 5 or 6 layers on. I'm still a little cold, but I feel better being outside. It's a little refreshing. Um,
Something just don't seem right.
no, there's something to it. Now, the only thing I reference it to is that drug that people were the zombie drug.
The
People
fentanyl?
were acting like zombies and eating and taking bite of
Oh
people.
yeah, yeah. What drug is that?
I
What
don't know,
drug is
and
that?
it just kind of disappeared, didn't it?
Yeah,
Like
good.
they tried things,
Mm-hmm.
right? We all know it was them that brought this shit in. All right.
Was.
They brought in from the simplest drugs to the heaviest drugs, and now they're trying different drugs. And since drugs wasn't affecting enough people, they decided to inject you with drugs.
Mm-hmm. What gets me is all this new homelessness all of a sudden. We've got so many Americans without a home now. And they're giving all of these homes to illegal aliens. That's what I don't get. I don't understand that. Why are they putting all Americans on drugs and bringing in the illegal aliens? Well, I know there was something about they said that
Easier to control.
yeah, they were doing it all over in the Western world. They were allowing an invasion, not only in the United States, but in the UK and somewhere else too, another place too. I can't remember where it was. But they're allowing this invasion to happen all over the world.
And what do you think I think?
Ah,
I love posing that question. What do you
I
think I
know.
think? Oh, don't move like that, Carolyn. I ate two freaking English muffins today. Now you guys might be like, "Oh, so what? That's a little much for a girl, I guess, but so what?" Well, no. I eat like maybe one English muffin a year. So for me to eat two, I don't know. I was hungry and it's not I wasn't sick enough that I threw up food or anything, just liquids really. Like I
Bile,
don't want to get graphic, but
bile, just say bile.
well, not even that bad. I just welcome home. I don't know. But I'm definitely when we move, I'm getting a whole water system put into the house. There's no doubt. I mean, I can't live without good water. I'm so done. Wait, oh, and our microwave. Okay, my toilet is leaking because the one I use down here, my little John with my makeup and my little table and everything, and it's been obviously leaking since the kid probably didn't know. He tries not to use it. But how he didn't notice that one, or he was afraid that he did something, maybe, I don't know. Then the microwave blew, just
Oh
like
God, man.
2 days
Just
ago.
keep
I'm
going
like,
now.
what? We ended up getting a whirlpool. It was actually one of the top 10. And I found it for under 200 bucks, and they're gonna come and
Okay.
install it because we got tile on the wall. I don't want to deal with that. If
Yeah.
they break the little, it's like little
Excuse me.
inch tiles, I guess they call it.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with that. Let them drill that shit out tonight. And I was a good finisher. I am a good finisher. A finisher meaning there'd be somebody, I like doing the paint jobs too, but there'd be somebody to do the painting and then a finisher does the trim and fixes things up, like makes it look neat. Maybe the caulking or the cementing or that's a finisher. The last touches. You could see it in some of my videos too, because I'll use a lot of art that I just collect from other things and other people, and I just smack it together with my other. Yeah, you see, it's like,
Mhm.
huh.
And then add things to it. Yeah, I see it.
This is actually one of the people don't realize how many artists took after other artists. That is just the way a lot of them back in the day would took classes together, worked together. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that some of them most famous, maybe listed artists right now could be some of my friends from schools. I don't know, from either from college or high school or my some of my scholarships, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see. So Helen can't get in because her phone had an update. We have a couple other people watching. Um, do we want to make this then? Because I really want Helen on to direct me since I feel like crapola. I would have loved to have done some videos earlier. I
Yeah.
was so in the mood and then it hit me. Got sick, right like that. Boom. I
Bam.
couldn't even, it was so bad. Like John had to pick me up. He grabbed my hair. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
He, I had to give him my whole arm. It was like just to take some Pepto-Bismol. I didn't even know what to do for myself. I was so sick. It was tough too. I had just made a cup of coffee, man. I was like, I was fine, and then boom, it hit again. It's just weird. God, please don't do that tomorrow. I have an eye doctor appointment, and if you guys know me at all, I've been saying for a couple of weeks that I need new contacts. Not a big deal. All right. Okay, so we have the illegal weapons, we have Pennywise Adams, and we have the bipartisan caucus. That is something I wanted to talk about. You were saying that earlier.
Yeah, Doge, the guy led by
What's his
Dude
name? What's the Democrat guy's name?
Jared Moskowitz
Maskowitz, of course.
out of Florida.
What did I say? Florida too, but
Hmm.
also it's the Eastern Europeaners. I'm telling you something. Poland saved themselves.
Man,
You
yeah,
know
well, and everybody is tired of the way that these so-called elitists
that too.
treating everybody. It's wrong. And everything that they're doing starts at the top and filters down all the way down to the cities, all the way down. They're treating the American people like shit. They're thinking that they can do to us whatever they want, they can do to us because you put them in office, because you voted them in office. As soon as you voted them in office, you gave them power. That's not the way it's supposed to work.
Do me a favor. No, exactly. You've got you dead on. Um, Look up the definition of bipartisan for me.
Bipartisan is
I
both
do
parties.
love my definition. Look at how great, guys. That's all great. And yet I'm still being hit on. I'm like, come on, people. I'm old enough to be a mother. Please leave me alone.
Milf.
Or some of them are old enough to be my right, Joe.
She's,
Let's
but
go.
yeah,
Like,
she's a milf.
I've always had charisma, all right? But most people do. Some are just shy. I happen not to be because why should I be? I don't know. I have no time to be shy. I want to
But
know.
hey, it means
Yeah,
involving the agreement or cooperation of two political parties that usually oppose each other's policies.
right.
The reforms received considerable bipartisan approval. That's what that means.
Okay. Now, so what are we, Joe? We're not Republican
We
or
are
Democrat.
constitutionalists.
Yeah, no, forget about that too.
Mhm,
But there is a term for us as independents.
mhm.
That's technically what we are.
Yes,
We're Republican in the way because we believe in MAGA. I haven't changed. I'm still an independent.
I am
That's
too.
right. So
Always have been.
my point is there's no such thing as bipartisan.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it tastes nasty.
What, your iced tea?
Yeah, it just doesn't taste well.
That's odd.
I'll have to
Is
make
it,
some.
I was saying that before. I had to take something. Maybe it was Alka-Seltzer, and I was like, I asked John if it's regular, plain, because sometimes they have fruity flavors. And he goes, "Oh, it's regular." I'm like, why does everything's tasting off to me? It's just weird that you said that.
That does not taste right.
Anyhow, let's get back. There might be something to that itself, but she still can't get in, Mama. Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
send it to
Hold on.
Megafunk, by the way.
It,
You didn't. I did. You didn't
huh.
send. See, you're so good at sharing lately. No, I'm kidding.
I said,
So,
does she want me to share the link so she can get in?
try that. Maybe it will happen. I don't know. So this whole bipartisan, I don't like the word. It's a created word, and they're allowing it. I can't imagine that. Back in George Washington's time, that you would say something like bipartisan. It just doesn't. I mean, it must be a word meaning some like I was trying to remember what Constitution, because when I think of a Constitution, I think of a person. The reason why they call it a political machine is because of laws and the little things that moving parts to make politics work as one. Well, that's pretty much what a constitution is.
Right.
It's little bits to make a bigger piece. So the Constitution is written in little um, and exact wordings, right? It's very exact. The words mattered, especially back then. That's another reason why they wanted to take script and English and dumb us down because they took advantage of wording, you know. I think I've always given the example of um, the United States of America. That's a company. That's a company of something, meaning you own it, right? America owns the United States. And that's where the little embassy and the 10-mile square law, I believe, in Washington, D.C., all comes into play. And the Vatican itself, because these were all from the Masons. We couldn't touch this shit, and there are reasons why. I would
Try that, Helen.
prefer them to just knock that shit down and start somewhere else. So there is no bipartisan. We are a constitutional country. We are a I
We
we
have
used to argue,
laws.
huh?
We have laws.
Right. We have little laws to make up one big constitution that we
Right.
follow and that everybody needs to know by heart. At least the gist of it. You don't have to know the wording. I don't think they could even put that into script what people would understand now. I barely do. And my father read Old English very well, and not even this isn't even old. He read, I would say, ancient English. It's so old. I don't know. What was that one? The Tenements of the Scots. The Scots used to do a lot of old odes and stories. Uh, and the Vikings, they had a lot of old literature. And you wouldn't believe that it's English. It's still English, right? Because Scottish is right. Um, the words are changed so much so, even in Shakespeare, which is more Middle English to me. I believe it might be even, I don't know. How do they categorize it? But it's not that, it's not like Beowulf. I don't know why I'm going into this. It matters. The words matter.
Everything matters.
And
Yeah.
that's
It,
why I ask for a simple definition sometimes, right? I wanted to make sure. They said they didn't even say Republican and Democrat. They said two opposing parties, right? Well, that does not apply to this country when there's only one constitutional law, right?
right.
How can something bipartisan apply when you have one constitution?
Makes sense,
Sorry,
doesn't it?
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Yeah.
I just, I don't know. Maybe I don't make sense.
Congress don't make sense
Maybe.
anymore. That's the problem.
What?
Congress don't make sense anymore.
Helen wants you to send you the link again.
I did. I sent it. Tell her to check her messenger. Check your messenger, Helen. I check it.
You're telling me to tell her.
I did. I know, right? Tell her to check it again. No, yeah, check your messenger, Helen. It should be in there. Helen.
I
Helen
believe
Vinci.
See,
Helen Vinci, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Unlike most of you, I do believe, not unlike most of you, I shouldn't say that because some of you might actually believe a lot of what I believe. For example, most of these people have been taken, right? Like Oprah Winfrey to I don't know, Ellen DeGeneres to
Yeah.
Biden's and the Hunter and all these Hillary and Obama. There she is. Um,
Oh, cool.
but what?
She's coming in.
Yeah,
Ni- Nice.
it did admit her. I mean, it came up finally. But
Sounds- hmm.
some of them kind of confuse me because they make a big deal out of it.
Right. Right.
Bob Saget, that does not confuse me. We found out just by that what he did and what we all thought was wrong with those two girls and probably many, many, many other young things. All right.
Is I here?
You are. Oh, look how beautiful you look. Oh, you look like
Man,
so
you
much.
are sick.
Thanks,
You are
Mom.
sick, Dolly Dolly.
I am,
I
but
hope you feel better.
oh, I'll get there. I better because I really need to go to the eye doctor tomorrow. I can't stand these contact lenses were just terrible to begin with. I didn't like the prescription. But when you that I was in Staten Island at that time and that I don't know why the fuck. That's even before I went this year. It's just the way that they're made. I think I'm gonna be old-fashioned fogey and get my contacts and get glasses so I can read. It's ridiculous, but whatever.
You'd probably look cute in glasses. Stop being so vain.
I
Everybody
wear
knows what you look like. Everybody knows you're a beautiful blonde lady.
I wear my glasses live. What are you talking about? I have
Girls retarded.
me vanity. Are you kidding? I don't fucking give a shit anymore. I mean,
She's
there's
vanity.
it's
She
good to
does too.
be.
She
It's good
Look
does.
to
at me. I don't give a shit. Look what I look like.
no, please, no, no.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt from like 25 years ago, and my socks too, probably. So
Do
you
they
really
have
think
holes in them like bread?
Right.
no, no. But unfortunately, I walked
Come on.
outside with them, and I shouldn't have done that. But I don't know where my slippers are. I'm too sick to go looking for stuff. All right, let's get back to some interesting shit. I don't feel like playing videos, Mama, because it's gonna make my eyes cross, but we can definitely talk. So I told Joe to look up some of Stanley um, Kubrick's movies and to list a few, and Lolita came up. Did you know that, Mama? Stanley Kubrick.
Lolita?
Yeah, he made a movie called Lolita. You remember what Lolita is, right?
Yeah, I remember what Lolita is. I know two Lolitas. One was that fucking that mechanic guy and that little girl he was screwing. What was her fucking name? And I know Lolita is the flight for
The plane. Epstein's plane
Epstein.
was right. Lolita means in Spanish, I believe, promiscuous young lady, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
You just put it more
Stan,
nicely than I did.
yeah, yeah, I try. So we know Stanley Kubrick, who made like maybe a dozen, directed a dozen films or so, um, was trying to tell us in each one of them. in each one of them, something. As far back as uh what was that? Dr. Strangelove? That was it? Where he talks about fluoride and our drinking water for our children and blah blah blah. And then Eyes Wide Shut, A Clockwork Orange. I guys, please don't watch Clockwork Orange.
Oh
Just
God, is that a
trust,
bad one?
just trust us. This is what they did. This
Yeah.
is what these evil bastards did for fun. And this is why people's children and young adults and even 80-year-olds are gone missing or raped or killed or whatever because of people such like in Clockwork Orange. You can't even he showed you shit. I mean, if you want to read about it, then do that. Don't watch them. I'm please because he's showing you how nutsy that side really is. Even in Eyes Wide Shut. Now that was all the sexuality, but I remember I didn't watch it. Parts of it I did, I think. I just couldn't. I couldn't stomach it. Um, because I believe I was still watching some TV at that time. And at the end, this might have actually been from a conspiracist sending it to me, because at the end, there's a toy store of some sort, and there's the little girl's walking through the aisles of the toy store or something like that, and there's two old men following her. This was what
Yeah,
they
to
were
put the
trying,
snatch on it, right?
right?
Hmm.
Rich. You could tell they're rich by the clothes they wear and all this fancy sh
Yeah.
Ugh, that shit happened. If you know anything about Eyes Wide Shut, anything about Clockwork Orange, anything about
Hey, look, that's what happened to Jean Benet Ramsey.
that poor girl too, and Heather O'Rourke, and I'm not sure about Anthony, Casey Anthony. I'm
Hmm.
not sure about that one. That
No,
is
that bitch
very
was fucking
bizarre.
upped and killed her kid because she wanted to go slutting around. And the
I
kid was
believe
in the
that
way.
too,
So
but
she gave her that fucking Benadryl or whatever the fuck it was, and then put fucking duct tape on her mouth. And got off
Mhm.
scot-free because she was fucking the lawyer.
I didn't hear that.
see, something doesn't, you see, but when shit like that comes out, that makes me think it's part of,
I
she is
thought
part
she
of the nasty.
I thought she drowned in the pool.
That's what you said last time, and I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I thought
I
she
remember
drowned
she
in
was
the
found
pool.
duct tape and buried not
No,
far
she
from her
said
house.
that the babysitter took her and never gave her back. The father
Her
and the
dad was
father,
the babysitter, I thought.
no, she hired the Spanish woman to take care of the kid. She didn't know her fucking last name. She didn't know her address. So we know that was a bunch of horse shit. Then the
Yeah,
father gets on the stand and says she drowned in the pool,
yeah,
which made them all look like a bunch of fucking liars.
yeah.
And it was
Bunch of
found
jokes.
on her computer how to bury a body, how to get rid of kids. Then she had the fucking shovel in the car. When they finally got back to the car, it smelled like death warmed over. And then she said, "Oh, that was chop meat I had in the cooler."
Yeah,
Hmm.
there was something about her trunk and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what
there
I
was.
watched this whole case, and I wanted to fucking go to
Yeah,
fucking
I know her
Florida
dad
and
was
beat
trying to
the
cover
fuck
for
out of
her.
all of them.
Yeah, I know her dad tried to cover for her.
oh yeah. Huh. Why
And
do
now
I
she's
do this?
writing books. She got married.
Mhm.
She got books. She got married.
Right, she made money. She got
Yeah,
married. Who'd want to marry that thing? Oh my God. No. You know what? I feel bad for people that actually didn't do anything and something horrific happened around them, but some respect, just stay away from me. Like, just stay away from me. I don't want to deal with you. You're bad karma. See, Joe,
I
I had,
saw.
yeah, go on,
Go
Mama.
ahead.
No, you go.
I saw a thing on BoobTube where Diddy's place and you mentioned Bill Cosby before.
Mm.
They had a tunnel that went right to the mansion of that Playboy motherfucker. What the fuck was his name?
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, there were
and Diddy
definitely
learned a
tunnels
lot
there.
from him because Hugh Hefner used to have these fucking parties too
Yes.
and was videotaping. So that's where this fucking scumbag got the idea from.
Right. But I think he took it a step further when he was injecting the some whatever that drug was into the baby oil that would make everybody like either comatose or where they couldn't
Yeah,
move or
and their punch bowl. You know how many drugs were in
yeah.
those punch bowls?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
wrong
Because
with
I think
people?
he was not
Oh,
I
I
think
never
I
liked
don't
you.
think Diddy was on the same level as Hugh Hefner. I think Diddy actually swung both ways. Or all ways, I should say. Huh?
Oh, Diddy was, you see,
Yeah, well, don't forget, Diddy's had a lot of years to perfect his what do you call it? His game.
Yeah.
Because
you
Hugh
don't seem,
Hefner's dead.
okay,
How long is Hugh
listen,
Hefner dead?
these guys are put in charge of something that's already existed. You understand these tunnels have existed for quite a while. It's not like
Yeah.
10, 20, 30 years old. We're going back probably towards God knows how old. I really don't. If I had to imagine, I would say after or during World War II, when they had
That's
enough
why.
time.
That's why
But
when Joe asked before about DC,
yeah,
I couldn't get on to say because what if you remember the video I showed you with the satanic star,
yeah,
all those states have tunnels running into each other.
Mm,
yes,
And then you said
yes.
it was built on a swamp. That's why they could. That's why they. Trump says I'm going to drain the swamp
right.
because that's where Pelosi and that scumball ex vice president disappeared to in one of the tunnels in the Capitol building while this January 6th shit went on.
Yeah, I believe that. Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
know there are there's tunnels all over the Northeast. They just are.
Yeah.
I've been in through many, many of them. So it's like
And a lot of these tunnels also come from the Underground Railroad when the slaves were trying to get away.
makes sense. It makes sense.
Kind of does.
Um, there couldn't just be one underground railroad, right? I mean, there had to be
No,
tons of
no,
them.
because there were slaves all over.
Right. There had to be tons of them. And yes, I believe that, I mean, it doesn't make sense that they could have made the geometric shapes at the time that it was created. As much as I believe that there is a star there and there's something to it, like the Pentagon or whatever. Not the Pentagon, the
Pentagram.
pentagram, yeah. Uh, they could not have done that at that generation. They couldn't have. What, 1860? Was it? When was the White House built? 80s? 1880s? How could they get
I
a
don't
bird's
know.
eye view to do that? Okay, so it was created beforehand. And then what's interesting, and I'm not trying to take away from your belief, because I believe it to an extent too, is that if you look at all these ancient cities, there is, and America is much, this nation, this is much older than they claim. It has to be. It has to be. Um, they all have these geometric shapes to them. All of them.
All right, well, look at Christopher Columbus. He sailed to America in the 1400s and said that he found America.
He was Mason. How could he find America when there were Native Americans here, and Native Americans come from fucking they're claiming they come from Asia, Middle Asia, like Malaysia
Spain,
area. Huh?
Spain, Spain also.
The Mexicans come from Spain. The Aztecs must come from Spain.
They all do, and that's
Mayans.
how the
Aztecs
American
were
right.
already here. So the Mexicans are a mixture of Aztec and Spaniard.
My point is they've definitely been lying to us. They've lied to us for
Yes.
a long time.
Oh yeah.
And who knows what to believe? Who really knows what to believe? I've
Right.
been told that Shakespeare was most likely uh, not
That's
Wallace.
even if he really existed.
Exactly. Um, what the fuck? Really? What was his name? The Irish and the Scots, they don't really. I'm gonna have to look it up. I know somebody watching will know, but I can't think of it. Um, Sir,
Sir Walter Raleigh.
Sir Walter Riley. Thank you. That's it. Sir Walter Riley was ingenious, and he was also like very mysterious, in and out of people's eyes, and so I wonder. It is about the same time, I think, too. I wanted to always look that stuff up, but those are so many conspiracies. I don't know if that helps us right now. And that's what I try to tell people about the flat Earth. Regardless if the flat Earth tried to take us away from God, it did not. In fact, I am more religious now than I've ever been,
You
well,
were
at least
pushed
since I can
more to
remember.
it. You were pushed more to it, to him.
Right, right. And exactly. So the plan did not work, so therefore it does not matter. What matters is what's going in on this earth, you know? There won't be the Pledge of Allegiance, and there hopefully won't be prayers taken out of schools much, I mean, it's really difficult in America because you got so many different religions. How do you accommodate all of them?
Yeah,
We
all
shouldn't
made up
really have to.
religions. Everybody makes up their own fucking religion. Then you got the idiots that you got the atheists who don't believe in nothing. Then you got
Ooh, I never
the
liked that word
Kabbalah.
atheist. I never was an
Believe
atheist.
in something.
I believe in us. I still believe in us. And I do believe that in general, all of us together are part of God. We're all one
Okay, all right, let's put it this way.
constitution.
Let me ask you this.
Yes,
An
Mom.
atheist, a bunch of atheists are in a car. The car crashes. People are ending up in the hospital. Do they just walk away from them? Or who do they pray to save these people?
Something bad happens, everybody turns to God.
Well,
Thank you.
okay, there's a couple of ways you can look at that. We are taught to say things. We are brought up to say, "Oh my God, oh please God, oh help me God." These are things that
You
naturally
can't
come
be
out of
doing
our
that
mouths.
either.
if
Right.
if if you're a true atheist, and there are definitely true atheists out there, they wouldn't say that. They'd be like, fuck shit, fuck me. I would rely on my friends, and I would rely on them to pray when I was agnostic. I would be like, well, you can pray for me if you like. Thank you, that would help, because I was never against it. You know, I've studied enough about it where I believe that there is power in prayer and humanity, and probably like
But okay, there's power in prayer. But who are you praying to?
me now.
No, not you.
Oh,
The discussion we're having.
atheists?
Yeah.
Atheists wouldn't pray to anybody. A true atheist, and I've known many, they wouldn't pray to any. They wouldn't pray to anybody. They wouldn't say they may I don't even think they'd say it because they're so, but you have to understand just because they're atheists doesn't mean they're satanic either.
Right.
They don't believe in either, usually. A true atheist will not believe in any God. Not Buddha, not, Shiva, not uh whatever the Pakistani I don't know whatever
Okay,
gods they will.
so in what image do they think they came from?
Science, probably. Most I would think is science. I don't believe I
That one got you stumped.
well, because I don't necessarily believe that we were God's creation off the bat either. I think we're a mixture of God's different creations. So in that way, I don't believe we're first gen God. Okay. We ain't that special. So to me, we might have 26 different aliens stuffed in us to make us what we are. Because I'm telling you, God don't look like me. God don't look like us. That's ridiculous. Why would he look like us? Jesus maybe, but right. So God doesn't look like us. Jesus is supposed to look like us. So why wouldn't they say they made us in Jesus's image?
Because Jesus is supposed to be the Son of Man.
But right,
I mean,
but
the
that
Son of God, the Son of God.
I know what I know what you meant. But it's not. I don't know. I just don't believe that God is a man or woman or looks anything near like us. I don't know. Because that's an earthly thing. We are like this for Earth. A banana fits in our hands and we peel. If you
Have
guys
fun.
ever saw, that's from
Yeah,
Kirk
there you go.
Cameron,
All right,
guys.
we're
You
not
gotta
going
watch
there.
the
We're not
banana
going
peel.
there.
Have you saw that one, right? Kirk
Okay,
Cameron,
all right. Let me ask you
peel the
this
banana.
question.
See how God made it perfectly fit into our hand.
Ouch.
These hands were made for this earth. So God is not on this earth. He's around there. He's around us, right, all the time, but he's not physically here.
No.
So he doesn't have a physical body. I don't see it.
All right. Did you ever
He fucked up
know
Rosie
when they say
O'Donnell
the
either way.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost?
Yes,
It's all one entity.
that I
God
understand.
is the Father, He is the Son, and He's the Holy Ghost.
That I understand.
So why wouldn't Jesus be made in His image?
I don't
And
know.
why would He?
Let me
Why
ask
would
you
He
something. When you picture
take
God, do
away?
you actually picture a man? Is that really what you picture?
No,
A man?
no, I don't,
Go. There you go.
because
We're
I
not
won't
in God's
know.
image. You just said it. Like it
Hmm.
just makes it. Okay. Image doesn't necessarily mean
Picture a voice.
what you're seeing. Image doesn't necessarily mean what you're seeing. Image might be the way his heart works, or that God has sensitiveness. Image doesn't necessarily mean two eyes, hair, arms, and fingers.
Yeah, because
Picture a
who really
voice.
knows? Who knows what Adam really looked like?
Yeah, and And really,
You look like a man.
it doesn't, certain things don't make sense about the Bible. It just doesn't. How did they go out and make, if they were the only people on earth, how did they have children?
Exactly.
And how did they live to 900 years? And we're fucking barely making it to 80, and we're supposed to be, um, superior than what we were even 500 years ago. None of it makes
Because
sense.
nobody fucked with their food or their health. I mean, the tree,
I can agree.
all the trees and everything are medicinal for food, for any ailments. Now you got big pharma telling the doctors to say, "Well, you got this wrong with you, so we're going to give you drugs." You got all these fucking assholes poisoning our food, making fucking meat out of shit.
That's true.
That's why I
Um,
laugh when people tell me to go to the doctor. I tell them, "You go for me, thank you."
900
yeah,
years.
right. I know you seem to get more health problems when you go to doctors. It's
Yeah,
Right, because
ain't
they
that
give
the
you
truth?
something to take care of one thing and it fucks up something else. So they pump you with more shit
right.
because
I
they're
do agree.
paid by big pharma to do this shit. You ever notice that when you're in the doctor's office, how there's always a fucking vendor push with a big fucking suitcase pushing all kinds of pills? Oh, here, try this.
Well, let me give you another
Very
medication.
good men, very good looking men, very good looking women. Yep. Yep, they are. Yep. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh my
And then they
God.
show you on the commercial, well, this cures diabetes, but the side effects could be dementia. It could be instant death. It could give you a heart attack. That's why when Stevie was alive, when they were trying to push that fucking prednisone on my son, I told him, "Fuck you, yeah, I ain't taking it." Because you think you're gonna cure one thing,
And it makes
but it's
something else
gonna fuck
worse.
up something else.
Yep,
Exactly. And it
definitely.
does.
They proved that with one of the women's
It did.
what is it after they give birth and they get depressed,
Oh, postpartum depression.
postpartum depression.
Yeah.
hmm
Hmm.
They figured out that one of the pills, nutrients that they give them to help with certain things is what's causing the damn postpartum depression. And that's why it mostly happened about 30 years ago within a 10 or 15-year period. Now they know. Good
But
evening, Joseph Rogers. Good
first of
evening,
all, they
Joseph.
shouldn't be giving women anything after they have a baby. It's a fact. It's a part of life. Everybody goes through it. What makes these women depressed or so-called depressed? They weren't ready to have a kid. They don't want to take care of a kid. It's taken from other things that they wanted to do, just like a fucking abortion.
Well, no, I mean, depression is real, and it's because they put
I
shit
know
in.
depression is real, but
Yeah.
what makes
There
these
are two
people
different
depressed?
people there, yeah. But I mean, I could assure you, anxiety exists.
Yes. Those are two different things. Depression and anxiety are two different things. Yes, they are.
Yeah, but it's something that it's hard to really say a person has. You know, a woman could say that and she really doesn't have it. She doesn't have postpartum depression. Man, too, I guess, but they can always claim it just like they claim insanity in court all the time.
I'm
It's
insane.
something that, like, if you talk to
And this
me about
transgender
anxiety, you
bullshit.
know that I lived it, huh?
Yes.
And this transgender bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I believe I
Oh,
was a girl when I'm really a boy.
I
Yeah.
stole this from, I believe, Joanne, my
Yeah.
JoJo. Where is it? I know I have it. Oh, please tell me I took it from you, JoJo. Oh, what is that? I can't believe this. I'm gonna have to put that up too. It's another meme. People are so stupid. I want my it's I'll explain that later. This one, in real science, the technical name for transgender is autogenophilia. Autogenophilia. Okay.
Huh.
It is not a gender, it is a fetish. There's already a terminology for this. Why are we changing it?
I don't
Why are
doubt
they
it.
allowed to change definitions and terminologies and
Right.
shit? Why am I pinned? Oh God,
And
Zoom and Clipchamp, both of them. I had so
mhm,
many problems with the turkey thing because they updated in the middle of it. Otherwise, it would have probably been out for Thanksgiving, even with the
my screen
traveling.
keeps changing.
And this too. Do you see the pin on me?
No.
Right next to Warrior Cat?
Mm-mm.
There's a little pin.
No.
Interesting.
Mm-mm.
Auto
No, because when Helen talks,
autogenophilia.
she comes on the big part of the screen. So nobody's pinned on my screen anyways.
Oh, well, you have the view on speaker. If
Yeah.
you put it on
For all of us.
gallery,
Yeah.
all
Oh
right.
yeah, there you go. I do. Sorry.
Autogenophilia, sexual eroticism by a man linked to the thought of image of himself dressed as a woman. That's why I love
Still weird to
definition.
me.
And then if we break that down, auto, what does auto mean? On its own, right?
Yep.
Auto. G-Y-N, G-Y-N-E. Philia is
Gynophilia.
love, I think, right? Philadelphia is brotherly love. Phil, it's Greek probably for love. Uh, Gyn meaning G-Y-N, gene or genode or sex or gender, right? So auto in gear of changing genders, the love of changing genders. It really does. It really does make sense if you break down the word. So they already have a word for it. I bet it's older than what they're doing now,
As
whatever the
old can
fuck they're
be.
Well,
saying
with
now.
all these studies that these suckers are doing, they come out with a new study every day, which is pure utter nonsense.
It's going to change when Trump gets in. We can't wait. We're going to
God, no
already.
kidding. Can't happen soon enough.
Yeah, that's like that meme that I sent you guys. The wife asked the husband, "Oh, are you counting down the days till Christmas?" "No, I'm counting down till January 20th."
I put that one up. I put that up in the group.
Yeah, I think you did.
Of course I did.
I think you did.
I remember sending it to you.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, all right. Let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Anything else?
Probably.
You don't
We got
say.
another nominee of Trump's has just withdrawn. His nominee for DEA administrator
Right.
it was a sheriff from Florida.
Why are they going after all these Florida guys?
I don't know. Chad Cronister. Yeah,
Right.
he's a sheriff in Hillsborough County. Hmm.
You getting Christy
Yeah.
Nome is for Homeland Security and what's the other guy's name? Is for the Caesar
Tom Holman,
Holman.
he's the
He's for the
border czar.
border czar. Okay. I keep
Oh,
getting those
yeah.
two confused. I keep thinking Christie is Homeland Security, right? All right. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. As long as it's not, I don't know why certain things just confuse. This brain doesn't work perfectly. Oh my goodness. All right, so that
And
was kind of
speaking of Homeland Security, um, that guy home that's supposed to be the border czar, he was on the
Tom
news
Holman.
today with he was on he was on the news
Mhm.
thing with that stupid idiot mayor that we have.
Your mayor?
Because yeah,
We talked about your mayor earlier.
because he wants these suckers taken out of New York and brought back to wherever the fuck they came from.
Right.
And he was saying that you can't just go rounding up people in the middle of the night and trying to deport them. And what was it you said? We had 158,000 just in New York, Joe?
Yep.
58,000.
58,000, but
Yeah,
those
that
are
didn't make
felons.
any sense to me.
Those
I,
are felons walking around. Illegal aliens that are felons. Hmm?
oh, 58,000 illegal aliens that are just fel.
Yeah.
As far as
All
I'm
they are,
concerned,
those are
they're all
felons.
felons for crossing the border.
Well, they're lawbreakers for sure. I don't, is it a felony? How can it be considered a felony if they're not even American citizens? Even though they have broken our law, is it a felony?
That's what, anyhow, we say maritime law comes into play. So it's, I don't know. You know what? I just really can't think that clearly about this shit right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, and on another sense, I don't know if it's that important either at the moment. Um, what is important is to wake people up. I want something different on my background, sorry. It's- I was tired of looking at that guy walking.
Where the fuck you going, mister? You ain't left yet.
Right? He keeps going and going. All right, I'll just leave this up. At least it's not that I want to be on much longer because I don't know. I don't think I can. I'm not even tired, but um, just not feeling great. There's a couple things I wanted to bring up. I was reading something about Fox from 20, 30 years ago, and my thoughts about Fox, the channel
Yeah.
news network, is that it has always been fake. It was never truly conservative.
Well,
Uh,
no.
the heads, at least, right? The heads, the owners, and the directors, and CEOs, and VIPs, and whoever the fuck else. I don't know. They, I think some people are tricked and some were not, and I really don't applaud any one of those people that are there at the moment. I do like
No,
gut,
because they all showed their true colors.
right?
So you know they were handing you a line of bullshit back then.
Yeah,
And I want to know who's buying Disney for what, $60 billion?
that's it.
Yeah.
Only
Well,
60 billion. Somebody's buying Disney for 60 billion.
Yeah, so ABC is going to get a whole new makeover, and the first one that's going is the Spew.
yeah. I hate
Well,
that
you know,
program.
these things don't need to exist anymore. We have to mature.
Yeah.
Humanity must live
Well,
better.
you know, those types of shows like that, where you have that fat Whoopi Goldberg and that other douchebag Joy Behar and that Sonny Holston.
Yeah.
These shows are just there to create a rift amongst the people, to divide everybody. I mean, when
I
that
agree.
show first came on with Barbara Walters,
Yes.
we didn't have all that crap because I used to watch it back then in the day. But now
Yeah.
you got a whole bunch of left wingers sitting in those chairs, and every once in a while they throw in a conservative woman, and she doesn't last long.
Right.
They
Right.
eat the conservative woman's lunch.
It doesn't,
They should have maybe 2 or 3 conservative women in there.
it's all
Well,
got to
it should be
stop.
equally divided.
Right.
We don't need media. Who the hell can't look out their
Not
window and
that
tell the
guy.
next person it's going to rain?
Yeah.
It's raining here. It's coming towards
You
you.
don't need that kind of media, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, we do not. We don't. We don't. Um, Let me see. Is there anything else? There's so much really I wanted to bring up, but I can't do it
Angela
all.
Merkel claims Trump is fascinated with dictators. Interesting.
What? Who said that?
Angela Merkel from Germany. She should talk.
Yeah, she's
You
related to
mean butt
Hitler.
face's
She's
wife?
Hitler's daughter.
That doesn't even. Oh, whatever.
And
Who
she
gives a
said it
shit?
on CNN. CNN's going to be going away pretty soon, I think.
Oh, I think they all will. That's
Oh,
definitely.
going back to you with CNN
Yes, ma'am.
with Anderson Pooper.
Yes.
Do
That's
you
good.
know why he's so close to Kathy Griffin?
Who's their brother and sister?
Yeah.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Okay, you know that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
we knew
said
that
it
for a
for
while.
ages. Oh yeah. I've
Yeah.
shown it on the show for sure.
Mhm.
See, these are things that I'm gonna go over again. We'll have to go over some of the Vanderbilt because they were obviously satanic. Uh
Yes, definitely.
it it's horrendous, sickening, saddening, whatever else. Trying to see if I sent the kitten one to myself that I can open up really quick. Oh yeah, it's there. Yeah, Mama Helen, like if I can add it in, I will to that short that I was gonna try to work on. Uh, but got
You got to
totally
do
too
that when
sick
you're
for it.
feeling better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was just oh I did this. This is my it's my stepson's. How old is he? 32, 33. I can't do math right now either. I think 33. Happy birthday, Jedi. That's the Mandalorian, I think, but yes, I work on sweet stuff. Oh, look at that.
Hmm.
That's my
Good
that's
luck.
my art bag. It's a Trump Plaza bag. I've shown this before. A couple, maybe. I don't know if I have. That's my mother-in-law's house. Where is the cat one? I just saw it. Oh, here she is. It is cute.
I swear, man, that is definitely you and Joe after he yells at the FBI.
That's why when she sent it to me, she goes, it reminds me of how happy you were after Joe curses out the FBI. I'm the
That's
baby,
funny.
the kitten, I guess.
And you're the kitten, Joe. Did I do good, Cat? Did I do good? And Carolyn cracking up.
And here's the star of the show. Who was that, Cindy?
Yeah.
I recognize her rear already. All right.
What,
Let's
Pepper?
see. I wanted to go over
What?
other songs, but you see, I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me.
That's okay.
Oh,
I
did you
can,
like the one with Hunter playing with his snow?
yes, yes. Um, I would like to show a couple of those.
You know what else we could talk about, though? Talk about the Chicago residents. They're madder than hell. they're up in arms right now about the immigrants because they're spending all the money on immigrants, and they don't want. And they're talking about uh, protecting the immigrants and not letting Donald Trump come into Chicago to get the immigrants to ship them back to where they came from. Yeah, and all they're talking. They're also on the other hand talking about raising everybody's taxes so they can take care of the immigrants. And the people are saying, "Fuck no! Let Donald Trump come in here and take all the immigrants out of here." They don't
What
want to.
happened to Beetlejuice?
Who?
The other one that used to be mayor.
Lightfoot.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Lightfoot.
she's
Yeah.
gone. They got rid of her sorry ass.
Well, I don't.
When?
You tell me that woman was a real woman. What the hell was that then?
No, she was once upon a time ago.
She was a lesbian, turned
Right.
into a
And
turtle.
she
I
was a
think you're
very pretty
misunderstanding
woman.
me. Just like Elon Musk, and Pence and
I don't know what happened to her.
Mark Zuckerberg, they just don't look real to me. I'm sorry, they don't look real, like real people. They
Oh,
look
Zuckerberg looks like a robot.
that's what I'm saying. None of them look real to me. Even that one that you just mentioned before, Harry's wife. Is it Harry or William?
Meghan Markle.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they
she looked
are they
She's a guy.
divorcing?
She's got a banana and an apple.
she's
But are
And
they
when
odd.
she was
divorcing?
pregnant with Archie, her baby bump fell
Yes,
to her knees.
I remember that. I do. I have the picture of that. That's correct. That is correct.
Are they divorcing?
That I don't know. I thought they were trying to get people to protect them here in America.
Huh.
She supposedly just had another baby too,
Oh,
Yeah, okay. See, you
which
see
we know
how
is
very little
bullshit
I
because
care
none of
about
those
it?
kids are hers. They showed you a picture that didn't even look like Harry and Lilibeth, who looks older than 5 years old, and that baby's only 3.
wow.
Oh boy. See, I don't, I haven't gone that far into some of these people, but I mean, if you, Joe, name a celebrity. Name anybody off bat. Just go on. Name a celebrity. Let's say
Tom Cruise,
Tom Cruise is absolutely part of them.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
anybody involved in Scientology is Illuminati.
Yeah, it's their level of Illuminati, but it's Illuminati nevertheless. What else? Who else? Name someone else. Let's see.
Meg Ryan.
I would probably say yes.
Mhm,
Um,
definitely.
she was probably used and abused, but was she not in films with Tom Hanks,
Mhm.
right? And
It's so.
yeah, and I tend to stick people together
Uh-huh.
in groups. It helps a little bit. So I'm not 100% sure about her. I don't know enough. She's not like an A-list actress, like, but
Yeah, well, remember she used to be pretty, and then she got that stupid plastic surgery, which means somebody fucked up somewhere.
I did not know
Whether it
that.
was, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, she used to be very. She was also married to the one that was married to Farrah Fawcett. What the fuck was his name? Not Lee Majors, the other one, Ryan O'Neal.
This is before.
Oh,
Who's Ryan O'Neal?
I remember him. Farrah
I know who
Fawcett.
Lee Majors is, but
Farrah Fawcett, right? He was
Ryan
she
O'Neal.
Farrah Fawcett was married to well, they were with she was with Ryan O'Neal.
I'm asking who Ryan O'Neal is.
He's an actor.
All right, did you ever see that
Thanks,
movie Love
Joe.
Story?
Hold on.
Dumbass.
Did you ever see that movie Love Story with Ali
Oh,
McGraw? And
God, that was
Yeah.
mom's favorite. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so old though. I was before
that's
my
who
time.
Ryan O'Neal is. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
then
Oh my God. Do I even remember what he looks like? I remember the girl.
Yeah.
and he had a son and a daughter now.
Hmm.
Um, Tatum O'Neal.
Yes,
That's the
yes.
daughter. And Redmond
And he had a
O'Neill is the
son,
son. Redmond O'Neill is the
Redmond. He
son.
had a son named Redmond also.
Right, right. And
Hmm.
Patrick and
I'm not
Griffin.
very good with
Tatum, Redmond, Griffin, and Patrick.
but then I
Those are
know
the
what I have
kids.
to know. I'm glad to know that. Oh, take care, Joseph. I'm sorry if we were boring. No I'm kidding. You guys are so fucking boring.
Hello,
That's what he
guys.
said.
Later, guys. See you, Joe.
No,
Oh, well.
He
I'm
don't want his
surprised we're
eyes
still
open
on.
anymore.
What, Joseph?
Yeah.
Let's see. What else? What else? What else?
All right. Who's another actor? Let's see. How about Demi Moore?
Oh, God, yes.
Who?
Demi Moore.
Oh, yes, we know that. We know that. Ashton Kutcher, which honestly, he's back. He's with that girl, the Ukrainian girl from the 70s show, the little one.
Yeah, and
Um,
she left him too because of all his involvement with Diddy. He got
did
too close
she?
to Diddy. Yes, she did. She fucking
Good
packed his
girl.
shit and threw him out.
Good girl. Good girl. See, some of them don't know. But like I said, for some reason, the Eastern European people, I guess maybe they're very strictly religious. I know my cousins are, and they're mostly Polish. Uh,
And Jaguar Wright, okay?
yes,
I
she
don't
is.
know. She fessed up to being a Satanist. She
Well, she
said
went
this
through
because
it.
I was
That's the
watching a
only,
video.
yeah.
I was watching a video of her last night, and she says the reason why because they had her son killed. And the reason why she knows this, she says, she goes, because I'm a Satanist myself. So I don't know what her angle is of, spilling the tea on all these fucking assholes.
That's the thing. That's when you said that about Bill Cosby too, that you
Yeah.
said, I'm not sure if they did give the go ahead. I'm not sure if all these people did give the go ahead or they had no choice. Um,
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying that the thing is certain people were handled differently here. Okay, we have Kevin Spacey, who became well known now and will never ever work again because he is a pedophile. Regardless if you think he's in jail or not, or I think he's dead, but he is well known now to have done what he did. Bob Saget.
Bad
We
guy.
can
Bad
we can
dude.
also assume, and I hate to use that word assume, but he was killed in front of all of us. So obviously it was a kill.
Yeah. How do you fall in bed and hit your head on the headboard and end up unalive?
Even if his drunkest stupid, I don't even, I mean, things like that happen. I just don't think it did to him. I think he was killed. And there's also, who else? Um, Bill Cosby was the other one. I mean, he kind of confuses me because they came out saying that he was going to prison for doping up women, not kids, women. And even though that's a crime in itself, it's very different than pedophilia. All right, it's very different than giving a 16-year-old drugs.
Yeah.
18 and higher, it's still disgusting, still disturbing, still not right, but it's very, very different. And those are the people we want gone. The satanic children, eating, killing, raping bastards. If I don't mind saying so myself. Pence, Hunter. I don't know how anybody can accuse Trump. Trump has been out in the open about everything he does. If you want to
Everything.
hear something about Biden, it's disgust like everything is disturbing. The shit that this guy says.
And what he does, every time you see him fucking putting his scuzzy, filthy trap on these little kids, these little girls.
He's as much as said it. The kids in the pool used to touch my hair. He called, I don't understand how they missed him calling black kids a roach. He was
Oh,
calling black children roaches.
why?
I, it, I don't know. It was terribly overlooked. Like as if people just, and
Doesn't make sense.
it was said on the news and stuff. People heard this. How do you get away with that? And back in the day, he was definitely a racist.
Yeah.
How
So
in God's
yeah.
name would any black person that sanely knows this vote for him? They didn't.
Exactly. He's the one that put for that much cocaine, he said you should go to jail for the rest of your life. Joe
And
Biden made
Kamala
that law.
Harris with the pot.
Yep. And Harris with the pot. Put
These
all
are the
those
people
people
you
in
want
jail
to
and
put
prison
in
forever.
head.
They're bad people.
Oh,
They're
yes.
wrong. Wrong.
Oh, yes.
There's something wrong with your heads.
What is wrong with you?
You sicko, you.
So I didn't know Heather O'Rourke was on. I didn't really watch the Happy Days too much, but she apparently was someone's little bumpkin on the Happy Days.
Right. On Happy Days, she was um what was that girl's name? Fonzie fell in love with this girl, and she was her daughter.
It doesn't really matter what the names are, but
You know who else got fucked up big time?
yes.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. Yes, she did.
Because all those Barrymores were no fucking good. They were all satanic worshippers and all this other bullshit. The
Yeah.
mother used to take her to parties and let her drink booze at fucking 9 years old and get high.
Yeah. I'm surprised
Wow.
she's still alive. See, that might not even be her. Who the hell knows? You're right, the
My Mikey
Barrymore,
used to go in NA meetings with her.
With Drew Barrymore?
Yep.
the original
Hold on.
Barrymore, she is one of the most prominent female actresses to begin that began acting in the late 1800s, I believe. Her family is very prominent. I didn't realize they were connected. I've heard of her before. I can't remember the other woman's name. Emily Barrymore. I don't know. But they are connected. And
Well, John Barrymore was no good.
well,
He
yes,
fit in all
that's
those
right.
fucking roles he played.
What about the Sutherlands?
I didn't really hear too much about the Sutherlands, but I know all those. Who's that scumbag that shot that girl in that movie?
Yeah, Oswald.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is his name?
Oswald, no?
That is no. Uh, the one with the big mouth that used to fucking play Trump on
Oh, Alec
SNL.
Baldwin?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Baldwins are
that
a
piece of
dirty
shit.
bunch too.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Well, Baldwin was
Stand that dude.
the name Baldwin comes from the Russian, which might be why his name is Alec, Alec. But funny enough, there was a Prime Minister Baldwin in England in what, the 20s that went to Munich. So these people are bouncing around. Even even the Clintons. Hillary is most of her background is UK, and Farmer Boy, Slick Will, is mostly from Canada, his background, which
And they hail out of Arkansas.
is people think it's French and stuff. No, Canada is from the monarchy. It's British. Good evening, Ellen. How you doing, hon? Happy belated Saint. Oh, I was gonna say something. See how bad I am? Holy shit! Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Ugh. I had sleep though. I
Now
slept
the
after I
Christmas
messaged you.
holiday is upon us.
What?
That's the Christmas holiday is upon us.
Mm,
Did you catch the bug?
could be. Let's see. Really, I wish I had time to show well, we have time to show videos. I just don't have the strength. And there
Yeah, I
seems
know
to
that
be a lot of
feeling. For
noise
two
behind me.
weeks, I
So,
couldn't. Oh,
Yeah.
so I explained Lolita. We talked about the Asian woman eating a cat, which is just bizarre. I mean, true or not, it's just what the fuck is happening, people? I told you that I believe Fox has always been non-conservative site because they were all owned, all the stations are owned by the same people, the same families, or the same six people now, and now they're probably destroyed, so they're all owned for probably us or Trump. I don't know, whoever knows.
Yeah.
And I told Joe I have no interest in his wibbly wobbly. That was
Mhm.
that was yesterday, right? Why do I have
wibbly
Moses with
wobbly. What did I miss?
I don't know. I
You
don't know
didn't
because I
watch?
must have missed it too.
Yeah, because I watched the replay when I got back from the store,
I did.
and
I
I
went,
don't
hi,
know what
Peppa.
you're talking about. What his wibbly wobbly was?
No, she didn't.
Come on, will you get out of here? Get
She's
down,
gonna have to
down,
watch with us. She's gonna have to watch Are You Being Served?
down.
Okay, let's see.
Oh
What
yeah.
else can we talk about?
Peppa, move your ass. Thank you.
This is terrible because I do have like a lot of videos ready, but I can't. I just can't.
Get down. Get out of here. Get
And you
out of
see,
here.
I have Joe. I have that we turned Milton.
Hmm?
So is Milton the one or is it the other one? Helene that
No,
Yeah.
went.
Milton was supposed to come after Helene.
Yeah. Helene was the one that did all that damage.
Helene is the
In
one that
North
went to the
Carolina.
Carolinas?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
the one
then,
where where they were in court looking for relief and it had already been through three times and it failed again for the
right.
third time.
I remember
Relief
all
for the
that. For
people.
some reason, I thought it was.
And what I wanted to get at, what I
So
was getting
Milton
at,
went stayed in
I
Florida.
know, but what I was getting at when I
I'm
mentioned that,
asking.
I know, but when I never got to finish. First of all, when I said that, what I was getting at was that they're moving so slow and these people are suffering, but yet the government still moves at a turtle's pace. And the people need the help now, not when they're ready, but right now. That's what I was trying to get
Yeah,
at.
and it's funny how they have to be able to do this online. These
Right.
people don't even have a fucking house to get Wi-Fi to go
Yeah.
online.
Yeah. Yeah. Seven
Um,
hundred
And the
dollars is
Amish
what they
people
got.
had to go and build them houses.
Yeah. $700 is all they got.
And it's a loan.
It's a
And
loan. They
it's a
have to pay it
loan. They
back.
have to pay
Yeah,
it
they have
back.
to pay it back.
And if they
But
don't
yet we're
pay it back,
giving we're
they
giving these illegal people all our money and resources. We're
right,
giving them. They ain't got to
right.
pay for it. We
This
do though.
this pisses you off. It's supposed to piss you off.
It's bullshit.
Well, nobody can
and if
really
they
do
don't
this.
pay
You
back the
can't give
loan,
to an illegal alien before you give to a US citizen. It makes no sense. And Joe, if it makes no sense,
Uh,
it's usually not
Usually not true,
true.
but
This is
in this
not
instance, I don't know.
true. This was a plan. Somehow it was a plan.
Well, I don't know who's paying for all these fucking illegals to be here, but somebody's paying.
What is that, Alan? The Ukraine gets their relief in seconds from the tax dollars. Exactly. It doesn't
Hmm.
make sense. This is to make people wake up. It's it's to make you feel heartfelt already and or happen to you. What if this shit happens to you?
Exactly. Who's going to help me?
Right. So I don't know. It's a very hard lesson learned, but
I
it
hope
is
everybody's
one.
learning their lesson, dude. Let me tell you what. And they don't let this shit happen again. Fuck. These people are bad. They're bad, bad, bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we got to pray also that the next administration after Trump is
Exactly.
something like Trump. We need somebody like Trump, that Trump has to teach this to
Yes.
Somebody.
who's ever in the ranks now to get them going in the next go round. Get out of here.
Right. Right. Right.
Because this could just end up as a little small reprieve, like cancer goes into remission and then comes back full blown.
Right. Agreed.
Huh.
What?
Is a
What?
lot there is a lot to consider. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you too, Alan. Um, I still just think it's just all of this is to make people very upset, very uncomfortable about
Well, it
the
has.
control. Not just now they're understanding that what happens when a government has control, um, and that possibly they don't want it to be this way.
Well, what gets me is that if it wake it has to wake up the masses like everybody says. But in the meantime, while it's waking up the masses, we gotta fucking suffer. And that's wrong. I'm just saying. That's
You
just
know
wrong because
why?
these people are
Because
so
we're
asleep.
not
We gotta suffer.
fighting. We're not fighting. We're sitting there and eating this fucking
Me
shit
and
with a
Carol are
Democrat.
fighting. Me and Carol are, and you're now fighting too, because we get on fucking line and we're fucking talking about it. So we're
But
fighting.
talk don't do nothing. We should have fought back these fucking Democrats when they were pulling their shit
Yeah.
instead of letting them think that they fucking own us and
Well,
they could
wait a
tell us
second.
what to do.
Wait a second. Is it the Democrats or the cabal?
Cabal. The cabal.
Exactly. Exactly. We had no idea it existed. How could we
Right.
fight something we didn't know was there?
We didn't. Yeah, you're right. We didn't know it was there. That's right. We didn't. But we do now. Oh
We
boy, do we know.
understood, we had inklings, we knew there were bad people, but
We
we
just
didn't
didn't know
know it
how
was a
bad.
collaboration, a
Right.
global collaboration until
Right.
Q. Oh, look at this cat.
He's funny, isn't he?
It's so sweet. Uh, it's
Brother.
this is what
He's
He's
I'm
funny.
purring in
trying to
my
do
ear. It's my
on
trouble
this
bubble.
show, on this
Sit down,
channel.
baby.
I
Sit down.
want it to be clear that I 100% think it's the cabal, the Illuminati, or whatever else. Oh, give high five, baby. Give
Give me
high
five.
five.
Give me five.
It can't be
Five.
Democrats or Republicans. There's no such thing in my book.
Huh.
You could say,
Yeah.
and I won't even say rhinos either, because it's you're either bad, you're either evil in on it, or you're not.
Mhm. Yep.
Or you were
Either
just
you're bad or
helpful to the
good.
evil. You might have been
Which one are
abated,
you?
huh? Aiding and
Either you're
abetting the
bad or
evil,
good.
or oh, look at this cat. Baby.
Say, I so handsome. I so handsome.
Trouble. Usually he's trouble. Oh, Alan's like, she loves you. Hell, yeah, that's trouble though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's trouble.
it's
Cindy
my
looks this
boyfriend.
Cindy looks the same. Similar. Similar.
No, Cindy's got these little skinny stripes with a little bit of red in her.
I know she has red in her, but when I'm looking at their backsides, it's hard. Well, at least now I can see his face. And Pepper was here
Say hi,
before.
so handsome. Say hi, everybody. Hi, handsome.
Say you're a MAGA kitty. MAGA kitty.
Maga kitty.
You want me to do that for you? Make a dancing mega cat? Look at this.
Yes.
That cat's a MAGA cat.
I'll try to do that. I'll see if I can do that. I don't.
Ugh.
I'll figure it out. I always figure something out. Look at this kitten cat. Meow. All right, what else? Anything else? This can't all be about kitten love, although it's adorable. Look at this.
Maga
My poor
kitty.
Hawkeye
Maga
had to go
kitty. Maga kitty.
to get his hiney adjusted. They do this thing where they squirt them out so they don't do that.
Yeah, Nikki's dog does that too. It's got to be something with Rottweilers. I'm not Rottweilers, rat terriers.
Well, what is it? Scooch a lot. So at a certain age, you want to get them to get it done every like few months or something.
Yeah, like every 4, 5, 6 months.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hawkeye
expressing
didn't
some
need
kind
it
of
younger,
gland.
but he needs it now.
Yeah, well, Jolene's been getting it for a long time,
Wow.
and she's 5.
Jolene, Jolene.
They express their anal glands.
Jolene. Sorry, what? I'm
They
singing.
express the anal glands.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it helps them because I guess things get stuck back there. I don't know, but things come out and it's a natural discharge too. When they poop, a dog has I hate to talk about this, but this is the truth. They have a hard poop and then they spray a bit of soft poop, and that's how their smell is so potent, I guess.
Yeah,
And
and that shit stinks when they do that to those glands.
that's exactly it. And sometimes when they don't get rid of it, like Hawkeye's a bit stuck up or something, or maybe girls too, female dogs too, they need to get rid of it. They need it out of their system. So,
Yeah, well, JoJo's a girl.
right. Jolene, look at this cat. I am Mega, hear
He
me
says, I'm
roar.
looking at you. I see you.
I'm trouble
I
for them
see you,
damn communists.
sucker.
Hello? Who are
I am
you?
Trump.
Hello, Mr. Cat.
But they making fun of
Hello,
you,
good cat.
Trouble.
This cat.
But they
Oh,
making fun of my Trouble.
Look at him. What a chill dude.
oh, he is totally chill. Look at
What's
his
his name?
trouble.
Gorgeous.
That's trouble.
That's the cat's name. Trouble.
Look at
Yeah.
how lovely. Look at how loving.
That's all I mean.
He's a loving cat.
If he's a loving cow, you mean?
And
Look
there's
at that
6 of
face,
them. There's
too.
24 paws, right? So there's 6 of them there, and they all get that much loving. I don't know how she has the time.
He's a
And the poo
very
boxes. I don't know how
prestigious
they do
cat.
this.
I like those cats that have like those cats that have like patterns on them.
Look at look at his
I
mark.
call him a
Beautiful.
tiger cat.
That was JJ.
I
JJ
love
was
the
my tiger.
swirls he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
He's got
swirls.
stripes and swirls.
Yeah. He is pretty. Pretty
I
kitty.
liked his face when he was just sitting there.
Yeah, he was like all mellow and cool, and he's like, I get it.
That face was
He's
cool.
like, I know. He's like, I've been on Lolita.
Don't you bite.
Oh dear.
No
Oh
bite.
dear.
I bite you back.
Come on.
I just want attention.
Who, me?
Cats, man.
Who, me?
They do. Look at this.
Please? Aw.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see. Anything else? Let's go through a couple more actors. I like that. Can we do random actor
Okay. Random actor reviews.
Kevin Costner.
Yep. Kevin Costner. Good
you
one.
know, I'm not sure. What do you think, Mom?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I
No.
know that man was mad dog in love with Whitney Houston.
Yes, he was. But he's I don't know, man.
I would have to say he's not,
Don't know.
but I haven't been shown anything else for me to think
I
contrary.
don't know.
I haven't been shown. And the other thing is, isn't he in a new film? This is what gets me. Even Harrison Ford is in a new
That's another
series.
one.
Yeah, I would think he's in on it. He's
I
part
think
of
he
it.
is. Harrison Ford is in on it.
You think so?
Yes, he
Yeah,
I
is.
had, yeah,
yeah. I
go
think
on,
he's
And you're
Ron.
part of
talking
it.
about that 1923 that he's in, Harrison Ford.
Yep.
Kevin Costner was in Yellowstone.
Um,
I
I don't know
loved him
about
in Dances with Wolves. Oh my God.
that. Was a great movie. That was a great movie. Dances with Wolves was a damn good movie.
Yep.
It was good. That was
And then
good.
he ended up doing The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston.
Yep.
He played in
yeah.
A Field of Dreams, I think it was,
Yeah.
the
Harrison
baseball
Ford
player.
isn't he in a show right now too, though? Whispering or something, or Minute, I forgot what it was
Yeah.
called.
Yellowstone.
No, that's Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
1923.
I just asked about Harrison Ford.
Oh, Harrison Ford.
1923. That's another one by Taylor Sheridan. That this
No,
No.
fucking guy never finishes his fucking projects.
no, is it? No, a TV show. He's in a
Huh?
TV show, not a movie. Isn't that a movie?
Hmm.
No, I don't. The TV show is on the Paramount station. It's on cable. Same with Yellowstone. All right, here we go. The guy from Tulsa, Sylvester
Shrinking.
Stallone.
He's in Shrinking. Sylvester Stallone is, I don't know. You say he's bad, did you?
Yes.
I don't know. I thought he was good.
Hmm.
He's not totally good because I do believe
I
he
don't think
probably took
he's.
advantage of things, and he
He's
definitely
like
took
on the
advantage of the
fence. I don't
script.
know. Right. I think he's like on the fence debating whether or not he's willing to save his kid's life or whatever, because all of a sudden you see him, his wife, and his three daughters. Whatever happened to his autistic son?
Hmm.
That they never mention this kid anymore.
Hmm.
Don't know.
Things that make you go, hmm.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
more about them stars than I do. That's for damn sure. I don't know those people. I
Well,
don't
And
care.
you
there's
want to
some
know
that
something? I don't watch any of the new shows. I watch all the old programs
I
that
have
are on like
no interest
antenna
in those
TV.
people in any way, shape, or form. And I know a lot of them are right here in Albuquerque now because they're doing a lot of movies here now. I don't.
Trying to make New
I'm
Mexico
not
look
giving
stupid
into
type
fucking
shit.
Hollywood and their fucking bullshit
Yeah, I don't do that
movies
shit.
and these fucking so-called stars. Well, if
Hmm.
you voted for Trump, don't bother watching my movie. Don't worry, bitch. I had no intention of it anyway.
Yeah, I don't watch movies anymore. Yeah, I
I
just
was
don't. I
talking
just
to
I don't watch none of these new shows.
yeah.
he
Like what
died.
they
Okay.
those like what those twats did to Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
They fucking
Yeah.
threw her under the bus. And if it wasn't for her, nobody on that show would be as famous as they think they are
Who
now.
knew that
Right.
John Goodman is one of them.
Yeah, I know.
These guys, I hope they were
And
shivering
that
in their
Sarah
fucking
Gilbert.
boots before they were
Dropping
sent
them from too high. It's
to
too bad.
hell. I really
If it
do. I hope they were.
wasn't for Roseanne Barr, they would still be fucking nobodies.
Fuck me.
Yeah, but the thing is, what happened, it was a big secret around Roseanne. They all went to the evil side. And Roseanne didn't. She didn't even know.
Right.
Well, look at
Hmm.
the assholes on Friends. Before they started and after they finished their show, they would pray to the devil.
Oh, the autistic kid died. He
Oh, he
died.
did.
That's what Alan says.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Alan.
I didn't know.
I'm not totally together tonight, so and my coffee is frozen. You know what
Hmm.
that means? Trouble.
I-
That means trouble, doesn't it? Trouble. Look at this.
It's all
He's
your
got
fault.
attention. He's like
It's
orders.
your fault.
Orders,
Says
Captain.
hi. Oh, hi.
It's just so cute. I could watch that all day.
You were playing in the
You
water.
talking to me? You talking to me? Huh?
He was playing in the water.
Oh, it's so gentle. Oh, so
Yeah, he is.
he's a little wet.
Yeah, his
He's a
paw
wet
is wet,
kitty.
which means he was dipping in the water.
Yeah.
Because some of them, I could see
Trouble.
Precious doing it.
Trouble. Trouble. Trouble.
Trouble
Thank you,
Joe's talking
Alan.
to you. Say hello.
Trouble.
Say
It's a
hello, Joe.
cat.
Hey, Trouble.
Hardly dogs do that too. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else? Who else? Let's name one or two more and then I want to get off because it's getting cold.
Okay.
I have no coffee. I'm not feeling my best.
Uh,
Let's see what other actors. I mean, I can't stand any of them.
I know.
All right, Jennifer Aniston. We know she's a Satanist, so
oh, yeah.
Um, Tom Selleck.
he was in
Interesting.
He
I
was.
I
He
don't
he
was
think
was
in
in
so.
Friends.
Friends, so yeah, he
But
played
then he
what he
did
plays.
NYP. He did the Blue,
I don't think he
Right.
is. I
and
don't
he
think
did
he is.
Ike. Oh, I loved him in Ike. That is a
Mhm.
fantastic movie, guys. If you've never seen it,
I
um,
loved him in Three Men and a Baby.
that was fantastic
Oh
too.
no, he was the one. It was him that when the reason why when I went into the military, I picked Hawaii.
Hawaii Five-O.
Yeah. No, not Hawaii 5-0.
Not a wife, Ivo.
Oh no, no. Hawaii Five. Who was Hawaii Five-O?
That was Jack Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
This
With
is
the
what was
cat.
he in? They
Magnum
were in
PI.
the
Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
Oh,
He was the original Magnum PI. I love that program. I did like Magnum PI. That was my favorite program.
Yeah, the only thing was he wore his shorts too short.
Well, that was the time of
he
the
knew
year.
what
That was
religion
just
he
the
was.
time. That was just the time. That's how everybody had shorts that short.
He was always wearing them fucking Daisy
Yeah,
Dukes.
yeah, yeah.
They had
Out here in the West, that's how everybody dressed, man. You
he
know
had a
what? There's a guy
mixed
still that dresses with them short shorts like that, and on the sides it's
he'll
barely
wear
in,
short shorts.
and that's all he wears all year
He
long,
That's
pretty
his
much.
mustache.
he had an
That is
episode
mustache.
mixed with Murder She Wrote with Angela Lansbury.
What's that guy's name?
So I think
Uh,
Tom Selleck is good. And probably and you know what else? I don't think he lives in Hollywood. I don't think he does. Something tells me he doesn't. I never looked it up, but the fact that a lot of the stuff takes place in New York, I think his show, right? Well, it's Blues, NYPD Blues, is it? What's the name of his show? Oh, Blue Bloods. Blue
yeah,
Bloods.
Blue
Blue
Bloods
Blood.
now.
I never even watched it. It was on too late for I never. No.
I like that. I used to like that.
I used to like that show, but I don't
I
watch it
did
no
Dad
too.
more.
liked it.
Well, this is going to be their last season anyway, so
Too bad. Things are gonna change with Trump. Trump, come on, Trump, Trump. We need you, Trump, Trump, Trump.
oh, you like those little kitties I sent you doing the Trump dance?
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah. The one, all they did was take off the head of Trump and put his cat
Yeah, yeah,
cat
yeah.
face on. It's cute. I'll definitely do. I'll figure something out. A cat moving like Trump.
Yeah, and you got to play YMCA in the background
Oh, that'd be good.
because that's Trump's favorite song.
See it. Hmm. Still gets me that he does this. Like, why? Why does he dance like that?
You know what else
I
bothers me
mean,
about Trump? When he does
Hmm.
this with his hands.
Yes, I know. I've seen that. We all know what that is, right? Joe, 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 Joe,
Carolyn.
Joe, you
Carolyn,
missed it, Joe.
what?
How could you miss it, Joe? You just
I
missed it,
missed it.
Joe. Now she
I
has to
missed
get up
it.
and do it again, Joe. No, you're not listening, Joe. You got to see it, Joe.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Trump goes like this with his hands all the time.
Yeah, that's the Illuminati side. No, it's not.
No,
What
I
is that
think is
side?
when the fingers are up is Illuminati.
Okay. So what is that?
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I
You're
see him do that a lot.
absolutely positive. What is that?
That's Illuminati.
This is a pyramid. This is an upside down pyramid.
You know what else bothers me? When he does the OK
Hmm.
sign, because the OK sign with the three fingers up is 666.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's part of Illuminati.
Oh, Justin's
Go look
calling.
at your Illuminati shit. Put your
Oh,
fingers together. Now put the, what do you call it?
but that's
The thumb and
okay.
the
And
first finger together. It says it's okay, but it's also Illuminati. 6, 6, 6.
Joe, we can hear that, bro. Did Justin?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know, but this actually does mean, okay, there's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, but look, Carolyn, when you're doing it like that, your thumb and your forefinger together, the three fingers. Here's a 6 with the first finger.
Yeah.
Second finger is a 6,
I
and the
get
third
it.
finger is a 6.
I get it.
That's also in Mickey Mouse.
This is an F,
We're not talking about sign language.
but I know, but he might be, because this is an A. We aren't.
I
We're
don't know.
talking about Illuminati. But if you're going to say okay, most people know this as okay, not 666.
Well, Illuminati seems to think it's okay. I gotta send you all the signs of Illuminati,
I know
like
them
when
all.
they cover their eyes.
Yeah, and they use
Um,
that too. I know. And they use
yeah, hello.
this. I know. I know them all. But Trump, you can't stop using regular gestures because you're going to still tell a baby to shush because you don't, you know. I just don't, I know, I see what you're getting at, but I don't know, it's not worrying me. Not with Trump, not with trouble here. I mean, he's defending us all. Look at this cat.
Don't you talk about my Trump. Carolyn, you're missing it.
Oh,
Don't you talk about my Trump.
giving me that side eye. What a pussy. Okay. All right. Let us end this because I want to go inside and relax. Let's see. Sometimes things are what they are. The okay sign is just the okay sign. Right. Exactly. It can be, right. When we're talking about the Illuminati, though, if you're gonna go on and check every celebrity magazine that was in existence for like the last 40, 50 years with different people on the cover, you'll never see Trump or Junior or certain people like Diana doing the Illuminati signs.
Well, they weren't.
If they did by perchance in one thing, it's probably because somebody told them to and they didn't know what they were doing. And that's what I'm saying about Trump. I doubt he's doing 666. Besides, 666 is a very lucky number in most of the world. It's just biblically, it's not. In China, 666 is a very lucky number. Why is that? Why is 13 lucky for them, but not for us? It doesn't make sense.
Why I find 13, well, first of all, there's no such thing as luck. That's number one.
Mm.
Second of all, I find 13 more apt to be lucky for me than 666.
That makes sense. Why would you say that?
Okay. And the same thing with the black cats. They say that black cats are unlucky. Bullshit.
Is it conspiracy or but why is 13 okay but 666 is not? See, 13 was in the Bible, wasn't it? Right? It was
Yeah.
13,
Okay.
12
There
disciples
was
and then Jesus.
there's supposed to be, if you figure it out.
Supposed to be 13 months too.
Thank you. That's what I was just gonna say. There's 13 months. And you know
That makes
why
sense.
people are saying that there's not? Because in some months you have 5 weeks. That's where that extra month is.
Bullshit. No. Why would we combine it? Somebody did it intentionally. And on that note, maybe we had 13 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, who knows? And maybe that's why the true reason they do this stupid daylight savings time.
Yeah, that's got to stop too.
It's another ridiculous, yeah. It's hurting people. That's all it does is it hurts people, puts them off for some people, it takes a week for them to get back to normal. Doesn't really affect me. I'm on and off all the time, sleeping, so but
It never
right.
bothered me because, I get up the same time every day, so it don't make no fucking never mind to me
Right.
if the fucking hours changed on the fucking clock. The only thing I'm good is that I didn't change the clock on my microwave.
It's the I just don't hate it when it's like, oh my God,
How
5 o'clock.
does it get dark at fucking 4:30 in the afternoon
I don't even think this is
when a
supposed
month
to have been.
before it was getting dark at 9 o'clock?
Right. None of it makes sense. We are being
Yeah,
lied
it's
to
very
with every.
fugazi to me. Peppa.
I agree. It just none of it makes sense, but all right, guys, thank you for watching us. I think we're gonna
Peppa's
go
over here
now.
going, I got to do my FaceTime. Get over here. Not your
Oh,
ass,
hey,
the face.
Peppers.
Peppa.
The face, Peppa, the face. He's a
Oh my
big
God, you're
Pep.
so fat. Oh
Yeah, I was
shit.
just gonna say Pepper. It doesn't. It yeah, there you could see the size of his. He's a big cat. He is a
This
big.
is the
I
beast.
loved him. I wanted to grab him, and that would be like how I would grab him because he's a big kitty.
Okay, he don't like getting kissed either. He don't like to get hugged or kissed.
Poor kitty cat. He didn't
He
like
likes
me
to
at
eat my
all.
food though.
He watched me, but he wouldn't come up to me. Finally, I went to him by the window and because he would sit on the window most of the time, and he kind of ran from me, but then he let me pet him a little bit. I didn't push. All right, Joe, we're gonna say
Yeah, he's the
goodnight.
typical cat that likes when I want you to pet me out when I want you to.
All
Right.
right.
But I'm gonna come up and
Otherwise, get
pet you
away
whenever
from
you
me.
want. Yeah.
Right. All right. We're saying goodnight. So
Okay.
Good night,
Good night,
peeps.
everybody.
peace
Feel
out.
better, Dolly.
Peace
Talk at
out,
you.
my family
Okay.
and
Yeah.
friends. Isn't that
Right.
weird? That's American Sign Language. Friends, family. Don't tell me he ain't doing sign language in America. Hey,
Well,
you remember some of it, Joe, right?
mhm.
Good night, my loves. Till
Peace
next
out.
Feel
time.
better.
Thanks. You too. You sound good.